Hello, everyone. My name is George Sun, the founder of Sun Endowment. Welcome to the class one of the company founding 101 course. Today, we're going to talk about strategic planning. So please pause the video right now and think to yourself, what is strategic planning? And what's your own definition of it? And what are some strategies you know? So I'll introduce you to the first rule, the triple bottom line rule. This is the rule that you have to follow in order to create a meaningful business before you do all the strategic planning and things like that. Because without this, your business is not meaningful without fulfilling these criteria. So ask yourself three questions of this business idea that you came up with. How has this benefited or hurt other people? Has this business done harm to the planet environment? And what is the profit like? If you have a good answer for either or for all three of the answers, then you can move on to the strategic planning phase. For instance, doing this course has benefited people who wants to, be financial literate. And this business have not done harm to the planet environment. And the profit, I'm not looking for profit for this course. I just want the social impact, and that's my profit. And I'm extremely satisfied with all those three answers. Thus, I can go on to the next phase. Now, this is an important concept. We use SMART in strategic planning. It has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable, relevant, and time bound for your goals. The benefit of using this is clearly that we can make better goals to achieve. And sometimes people say success is not measurable, but in this case it is, because we're using benchmarks to do so. And these benchmarks is crucial because we can know how our business is performing comparing with our predictions. It also keeps the management team on task because a lot of times the management team will try to do too many things at once. By clearly setting the goal, it makes them only focusing on the goal and achieving that goal and, cut out all the unnecessary work. And the time pressure, the time bound that you put on a goal helps with efficiency because in business, no one really gives you a deadline as you are the boss because you set the deadlines yourself. By giving yourself a hard deadline, it helps with the efficiency of the whole company. It helps the whole company to run smoother. Also, it cut out the unrealistic goals. People like to daydream. I like to daydream as well. So by using this, it cut out that part of unrealistic goals and just focusing on what we need to do, what the business need to do, and to get to that goal as soon as possible, which I really like smart about. I'll introduce you to three key strategies that I think business should use, and these are the best strategies when you're starting out a company. The focus strategy is the first one. This is what I've read from a book called From Zero to One, which I believe is a Stanford Business required reading. And it basically presents you with this idea that dominate in a niche area. Cutthroat competition is never good when starting. And this is quite clear and logical because you don't have enough funds compared to other companies that have been in this business for years. So when they see a new competitor, they're just going to drive you out. So you basically will not make any profit for a long time to just survive. Being monopoly or oligopoly rather than perfect competition or monopolistic competition. These are the four basic market structures, if you guys don't notice. Monopoly is basically one company dominate the whole market. And this means that monopoly has high barriers to entry. Oligopoly, on the other side, has more companies, but only a few that dominate the business. And each company has some say in setting the price. Perfect competition means there are almost infinite competition in that field, and there's no product differentiation. In monopolistic competition means there are product differentiations. So of course, there is the logic that, oh, occupying 1% of, a 100 billion, market cap is great, but this logic is wrong. It's sad to tell you. I wish it's true because everybody is just trying to get that 1%. And when everybody is being in that competition, you have to set your price the same as your competitors. You can't raise your price, else you're just going to go out of the business. So you are making no profit in perfect competition and minimally in monopolistic competition. So don't do those businesses. An example of a successful company is Tesla. Tesla dominated in a niche area. They were designed to be high end, and also they're designed to be environment friendly, which a lot of celebrities loves Tesla because it makes their appearance look great. Because their their friends will look at them, be like, "Oh, you're being sustainable. You're using electric cars." And also, it's not the the cheap ones that you can find on the market. Like by like $10,000, it's like $30,000 plus. Some even race about above like 50,000, $60,000. And they look at you, they be like the fans be like, "Oh, it's a great car, and you are being sustainable as well." And it's not too out of touch, like those really high end car brands like Rolls Royce or Lamborghini, because those may come off as show offish. So it targeted a really specific area, and it dominated that field. Everybody know about Tesla, and in that area, people who need an electric car as a celebrity will definitely go for Tesla. Another fantastic strategy is the digital transformation strategy. It relies on data. I don't know if you have seen a movie called Moneyball. It's a fantastic movie because it shows how important data is. And you have to shift, like the traditional brands have to shift toward websites instead of using the traditional ways of selling things, offline. This greatly cut down cost because not as much people will go into your store because everybody's just on internet shopping nowadays. So you can just cut down your area of utility and hire less workers, but make more process automated by having a website. And people can shop on a website. You don't have to hire people to do that. You only need to hire one to do some promotions online, and that's it. And it improves the operational efficiency because there's more clear passage of communication between customer and you. If, for example, on eBay, if I'm selling a product and the customer is unsatisfied with it, they can directly reach out to me and send me a text message to be like, "Oh, what's going on with this product?" And I can have direct feedback and change it immediately to our business. Also, almost everybody can access the internet. It helps you engage in a larger customer base, which is extremely helpful because that can potentially help you develop brand loyalty as later they they find your product extremely high quality. Next is the customer centric strategy. I think this is one of my favorite ones, and I think companies use this a lot. Successful companies use this a lot. We all know that customer is the key, that business cannot be successful without a customer. This goes one step beyond that. A personalized experience for each customer, make them feel special. Customer experience come first before anything. You just want to make the customer as happy as possible. This makes your product great as well because you need a great product to make the customer experience great. The feedback the customer gives now is extremely valuable for your improvement because you're treating your customer so well. So they usually want the best for your business. And they usually write a fantastic report of what you need to improve and what you are doing well. And by taking in those suggestions, you can improve dramatically for your business in a short amount of time. And this, of course, creates long-term loyalty because people sometimes do not come back for the product. They come back for the experience, and you're providing great shopping experience for them. So of course, they will be loyal to your brand. And these three strategies are extremely useful, and I hope you guys can utilize this in the future when you are starting a business. Think about this, how you can apply these strategies, and I'm sure these strategies will treat you good. So again, believe you can be successful. And thank you so much for just participating in today's class. Again, like always, email me if you have any questions, and if you want me to invest in anything in your idea, just shoot me an email. Have a great day.